Hey, leave the door open on the way out. The flies ain't been out all day. Thanks. The rubber gasket is, you know, just sun-baked, fried, kind of like me. Cracked, wrinkled, crinkled. This is the worst part of it here. And then, you know, on the sides, not too shabby. The bottom is still intact and no problem there, holding on, fits perfect. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do with it is try and fill these cracks, maybe some silicone. And then the idea was, well, I'll tell you the idea later. Alright, so I have this ASI number 502 silicone. General industrial, general construction, industrial gaskets, duct work, skylights, sheet metal trailers, aquariums, countertops, walk-in refrigerators, food grade installation. That means I could eat it if I want. Alright, so I just about got this thing masked off. And I'm doing the bottom too because I don't want it dripping out. Goddamn bug, get off of me. Some damn mosquitoes love me for some freaking reason. Anyway, I didn't want this really curling down on top. Like that. But that's kind of what I'm going for right there. I'm just going to keep this, wipe it on there and fill in these cracks and go all the way around. And hopefully it'll set up pretty quick. But the problem is it's hot as hell out and very high humidity. So it's probably going to take a while to set up. Alright, I've squeezed out that other side. I'm not holding back on this stuff, man. We'll put it on thick and just keep pushing it right in all those cracks. Thought it was going to be sticky over here already. These big cracks. I'll do one more line on this side, wet. Well, it looks pretty good. You know, I'd have to say it looks better than it did. Alright, so there it is. I've zoomed in on it. And it definitely filled in all the cracks and stuff. Looks pretty good. See that big crack there? All those cracks are all nice and filled up. And get a better shot here. I think you can see. Okay, so there's the clear, and it already looks so much better. It's crazy. So it's cooled down. The rain's coming off and on, and this should be okay in the morning. It's got, you know, it's a little bit wet from being rained on, but it is shiny. So, like I said, when this gets real rubbery, I'll trim it up. Alright, so here's the hood the next morning, Thursday morning, and it still feels a little sticky. Like I said, I don't know if it's from the humidity or what. I'm going to get some scissors and just trim this off. Well, it's working nice, you know, it's leaving a little edge, and the scissors aren't that sharp, but it's working pretty good. See, it reformed it, filled in all those chunks and bumps, and I think it's gonna work, you know. It's better than it was, in my opinion. A little extra trimming. Here you can see I got a little bit of silicone leaked past my tape line, and down here on the bottom, you know. And I'm going to take a razor blade to just trim up this these spots, little excess spots, and go from there. Alright, very delicate operation. So just, I don't want to get into the damn existing rubber. Just want to get the silicone off. And come on off of there, you. Come on, brand new razor blade. This silicone is pretty damn tough. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is just an experiment. See if we can get this thing looking halfway decent, because I'm not running out and buying another frickin' hood. And when you're flipping outboards, it's like anything, you know. The appearance of it, you want it to look as good as you can. Man, I am shocked at how tough this stuff is. Flex seal, you know, is going to go in here too, or along here, not on this part, just on this part. I could come back later and, you know, I could fill these in with some of that silicone stuff. I don't really think that part's necessary. This sits inside, you know, this on the outside is where I really want to clean it up. Alright, so also what I'm going to do is I'm going to paper this thing up, because I don't want flex seal all over the damn hood, inside and out. So, okay, I already hit this thing one time. I had a little white flex seal left over in a can. Thought I'd use it up and hit it with the white first before I hit it with the black. That's going to be on the downside. See, this black, because that can was running on empty, this black is actually filling in some of the cracks. Okay, you can see there a white line. That's from the white flex seal. Shake this baby up. That I previously shot on there and flipped it over, and now I'm going to hit it with the black. Put 2 marbles in these cans. Stuff stinks, boy. Alright, so I put that old fan on it. I think that's going to help best. Let it roll on there for a while. See what happens. Alright, so it's only been about 5 minutes or so on the fan. I just turned it around, let it hit the other side, but you can see there, it's actually looking pretty good. The more it dries, it's kind of shrinking up, and it's not as splattered looking as it was. Still is over here a little bit. but it's kind of getting there. I mean, this looks real good up here. Back to the hood. This shit better work. It's looking better. It's shrinking as it dries, but I went around it. It's already dry to the touch, but it's not solid dry. I went around it, just took my finger along and just gently pressed on it, you know. And if you look right there, damn it, whoops. I pressed on it too damn hard and pulled it and tried to stick it back down. And see, that's me, man. I'm just like in a hurry. Is it dry? Let me press on it. And pressed on it too hard instead of just pressing on it. Pulled it a little bit. Now, there's ant. Is that an indication that it's not going to stick to this frickin' silicone? Well, it didn't stick to the silicone side. It did stick to the bottom side, though. Pretty good. Alright, so you see underneath here where I sprayed the Flex Seal, it's stuck, boy, it's stuck because there's no silicone underneath. And you can see that I had that can of white that I got rid of first, went around with the white and shot over it with the black. But that's what I was saying before. It would have worked if I just used the Flex Seal and not the silicone. Alright, so what I did was the same thing with the black Ultra Advanced Formula Oil Resistant Gasket Maker Permatex, okay? Went over the clear in the black to hide the clear because the Flex Seal didn't want to stick. So roughed up the clear a little bit, a little sandpaper, threw this on, and I even tried a little bit of paint after I roughed it up a little bit, see if it would stick. Still did not want to stick. So this should hold, and it looks a lot better than the clear did. And so with the clear you could see, you know, you could see everywhere I filled it in. This was the original idea, was to use the black, do it, get it over with, bing bang boom. Then I thought, alright, let's put the silicone in there, fill all the cracks, and shoot it with the Flex Seal and see what happens. All, you know, an experiment. Well, did all that, and the damn Flex Seal did not want to stick to the silicone, which, like I said, I should have known. Alright, so there you go, the motor cover seal, Flex Seal experiment. I think it probably would have worked if I hadn't went with the silicone and did the exact same thing I did with the silicone, with the Flex Seal, pressed it in, pushed it in all the cracks and crevices, gave it enough time to dry up, and then shot it down. I think it probably would have worked. Anyway, it came out good, looks great, 10 times better than it did, all cracked up and just weather beaten. And that's the whole idea, flipping this thing, or any outboard, or anything. You know, you want it to look good, and first impression is everything. You know, you don't want to walk up and see, you know, oh man, look at that hood. It's all cracked and sitting in the sun for 50 years. So give this experiment a try. You know, go with the black silicone, pack it in there, smooth it out, leave it alone, comes out nice. Or go with the Flex Seal. Give it a shot without the silicone. I should have known better about silicone. You can't paint silicone, being a painter for God knows how long. And it just didn't frickin' settle in, dawn on me. Oh, I can't put silicone on there and paint it. Anyway, thanks for checking out my video. Check out my other frickin' videos. I've got fishing videos up there, outboards. Stay tuned, baby. Tons more stuff coming your way. It's This Old Outboard. You know the channel.